Hello, it's that time again to look back at last week's parkrun results. I really should be doing these videos a lot earlier during the week, so to keep you more up to date, since the next parkrun is of course tomorrow for myself there. So yeah, we'll make sure to get the next video out in a few days time after the event there if possible. But there's so many other videos I do, so it's understandable why I'm so late to the party, but hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you encourage me in the comments, then that will really motivate me to get it out earlier. So let's go through all the 32 venues in my country, New Zealand, and see how many people turned up and who was the winner and who got the second place. For Anderson, 103 people, and probably not a good place to start, as the first and second place were unknown. That really frustrates me because we don't know who they are, so we can't congratulate them. So third place for Jason Wayne, we're going to congratulate him instead, who has done 104 parkruns now. 1946 was the winning time, 1831 was the PB, and fourth or second place, Mark Fisher with 20 minutes and 2 seconds. And Balcutha, a pretty small venue this one, it'll be a nice friendly one to go out and just shake hands with everyone, I suppose. 29 people here. Warwick Smith, just the second time he's been to Balcutha, but he's done 233 parkruns now, so very experienced. 20 minutes 32 the winning time. He's done 18 minutes 40 before. Second went to John Whelan, 21:03. For Barry Curtis, 144 people. A familiar face, familiar name here, Sean Wine, 170 of his 135 in Barry Curtis. And somehow, would you believe it, he managed to get a PB after all those parkruns he's done. This is the best one yet, 17:48. So congratulations to him on that one there. Grant Lincoln got second, 18:48, a full minute behind, and Grant Lincoln of course also very experienced, sees in the 200 figures there. So Blenheim, 154 people with Brett Ferguson, just the 12 here, so back down to just getting into the swing of things. 1950 in the winning time, 18:25 managed to do before. And we had Cohen Bly, 20 minutes 19 for second place. In Cambridge, the big 5-0 turned up here. Malcolm Phillips, which is the 19 parkruns, 20 minutes 10 with 20 minutes 06 being the PB. Paul Stinton, 20 minutes 33. And Cornwall, 206 people with Sebastian Wharton managing to get the job done. 63 he's up to now. 16:55, breaking that 17-minute mark is very impressive feat, something I haven't managed to do before yet. 16:31 being his PB, and second place went to Jamie Moore, 17:08. For Dunedin, we had 115 people. Ben Pigeon, 33 parkruns, went in time of 19:17, managed to do 18:45 previously. And Neil McLanachan, 20 minutes 55 for second. In East End, 70 people, with David Bishop with 68 parkruns, went in time of 20 minutes 17 and 19 minutes 50 being the PB. And another David here, David Hagley, managed to get second, 21 minutes 09. And Flaxmere, 32 votes, with Robin Gladstone, 155 up to now, so that's an impressive feat as well too. 19:36 the winning time, 17:20 being the PB. Kevin Harvey, 19:46 for second place. And Foster, a venue I have been to before, but not this week. Jonathan Ditson, just the 4 parkruns, managing to get a new PB of 19 minutes 40, so congratulations for that. Second was unknown, so we're awarding it to Andrew Cox, 1 minute 04. In Gisbourne, there were 68 people, with Callum Hawkins done 20 now, 17:19, also a PB for him. Jonathan MacDonald, 19:18 for second place. In Greytown, there was 56 people, and a name that I do recognise a few times popping out first in this venue there being Flynn Winchester, so he's done 56 and 56 parkruns as well too. And 18:30 with the winning time, 17:56 the PB. Paul Fuand 20 minutes 56 for second spots, way behind there. And Hagley was 304 people. I went to this venue there, 289 for me, so I just managed to beat what, 15 people. I was walking it, and it's my slowest time yet. You know, it just doesn't really bother me when I'm walking what sort of times I get, because you know, it's not like I'm trying. There's nothing really to aim for. It's just to get those numbers ticking along. So I've done 29 park runs now, and apparently in a week's time I'm able to like jog on the spot for like 10 minutes. So that's where I'm at on my progress there. Still have to chug away, walk, do some stretches, and eventually recover. Got the inner sole shoes and some new sporting shoes that I'm wearing at the moment there, so that should all help. So we had Cameron Clark 6 park runs, 15:40, so there's no way I'm really going to win this venue anyway, even when I'm at full fitness, but you gotta believe me, I will definitely try and win a number of these venues. Get under the 18-minute mark is very exciting. That's trying to keep my spirits alive, hopeful, but it's very deflating being out of action for so long at this point. Thomas Richards 15:47 for second place. In Hamilton, 164 people, with Caleb Guy with 63 park runs has done now, 18:16 the winning time, 17:05 being the PB, with Jack Murray Griffins 18:18, only a couple seconds behind that guy for second place. In Hobsonville, 149 people, with Matt Rickards, only the third ever parkrun he has done before, with 18:33 this time around. 18:22 has done before. And we had Francos Kayla 1942, sounds like a French name there, for second place. In Invercargill, 82 votes, with Dwight Grieve has got up to the number of 18, winning in 16:55, 16:32, would you believe it, he has managed before. We had Aaron Isles 1908, way back in second spot there. And Kapiti Coast, I've done this venue once before, 87 people were tuning up here, with Marcelo Amia 95 park runs, so just about at that special 100 mark there, where you get to have the black t-shirt milestone one, so that will be something he'll be looking forward to most of all. But he's got this nice victory to celebrate with 19:13. He got the job done with, 18:24 being the PB. Daniel Stoner 20 minutes 07 for second spot. In Lower Hutt, 223 people, with Anthony Jackson has done 269 park runs in total, so that is a good over 5 years tuning up week on week out. And on the Saturday mornings, 8 AM sharp, and most of the time I suppose jogging it. Maybe occasionally has walked it before, but you don't see too many walkers when you get up this early in the morning. So 17:11 he managed to win it in, 15:32 being the PB. We had Jeff Kiwi 17:14 for second spot, so had some strong competition there. In Millwater, 193 people, with Matthew Peach has done 263 of his 267 park runs at this particular venue. So whoever's been to Millwater, you probably know the name Matthew Peach by now, surely. So he managed to win in 17:35, 16:52 being his PB. Ewan Morris 18:48 for second place. And Owairaka, 63 people, with John T. Owam. First time he turned up to this venue, because it's one of the very newest venues around the country there. Got a few of them now though, so it's nice to see some other venues popping around the place, and I probably should check them out definitely at some point in time. So we had John T. Owam 18:16, he got the job done and won it in 17:53 being his PB. We had Michael So 18:30 for second place. Ooh. Palmerston North, 143 people, had first and second. Actually just the first place I know for this one. Second place, Samuel Stitchberry, 12 park runs, 15:58 APB, breaking that 16-minute mark, and that might be just almost the fastest one around the country this week. Just been outdone by some of the Hagley park runners there, 15:42, 15:47. Tough competition. AJ Cornwall 17:40 for second. And Pegasus, been to this venue a few times before, pretty low on the numbers surprisingly this time round, dropping by over 30 from last week. So just the 72 people, with Matthew Bowen on his debut, first time doing it, 17:04, of course a PB to go with his win. We had Nathan Jones 17:13. I have competed against him before, won and lost. And Porirua 164 people with Matt Wood, 6 parkruns, 18:57, a PB for him as well. We had Hugo Miller 19:14 for second place. And Puarenga 74 people with Bruce Edwards 11 parkruns now, 18:27 winning time, 18:26 agonising. That was his PB. And we had Brian Powie 19:14 for second spot. And Taupo 68 people with Alex Brackenberry with 14 parkruns under his bolt, and 16:13 being a PB as well. So a few people getting their PB, so that is nice to see. And we had Cameron Poole 16:52 for second. And Tauranga 128 people with Alex Puga, 6 parkruns, has managed to achieve now, 17:54 being a PB as well, so another round of applause. And Michael Push for second, 17:57. And funny, his name is Michael Push because he really pushed Alec Poog hard towards that finish line, but unable to get the victory. And the University of Waikato, this is officially the newest venue. I think they're up to their 3rd park one. Yeah, because Michael Robertson has done 3 parkruns at this venue here out of his 268, so he's coming to like it. So see if he sticks around or he's gonna bugger off back to his old venue. So 19:15 winning time, 17:31 being his PB. Second place went to David Sears in 19:17. And Wanaka, just the 31 people here. We had an unknown first spot, unfortunately, very frustrating once again. But Adam Easton, 134 parkruns, 22 minutes 33, pretty slow time as well too. So yeah, pretty fortunate to get awarded the victory there. We had David O'Sullivan in second with 22:52. And Western Swains 117 people with Christopher Wobar 200, the big 200. So round of applause for that. It's not a t-shirt milestone worth, you have to get to 250 for the green one there, but I'm sure within a year or two you'll get that honour as well to go along with his red t-shirt and also his black t-shirt that he's got at the moment. So 19:11 being the winning time, 17:53 being his PB. And we had Ivor Martin not too far behind in 19:13 for second. And the Whanganui Riverbank, 43 people. Andrew Crossland, first time turning it up to this venue out of his 318. So it's pretty sensational how many parkruns some of these participants have done before. I just wish I knew about the parkruns a lot earlier, a few years ago, because then I would have been right up there with these guys, tuning up week on week at like I have been doing since the end of last year basically. But there's been so many stoppages during this year because of that COVID situation, so I would have been up to over 50 by now, and I would have had the weird t-shirt myself if we were able to tune up every week. But yeah, and there might be some more cancellations in the future, but hopefully not, eh? So 17:07 the winning time for him, 17:03 being the PB. And we had David C. Sinclair, 17:18 for second. And finally we got Whangarei, 75 people with Tim Goodwin. Good job with his 57 parkruns and his 19:28 winning time. 16:38 has managed to do before. And second spots went to Steve Cowan in 17:52. So that is the summary of the 32 parkruns around New Zealand for last week clear. There'll be more again the following week, but hopefully less than 7 days, maybe like 4 or 5, maybe even 3 days. Who knows? It depends what you say in the comment section below and all that jazz, and all my other videos I have to prepare for. with all the other European football action that's taking place this weekend, and a few other video series things that I need to keep up with as well too. So yeah, there's lots of ideas up here, but you know, getting them down on paper and also recording is another thing, isn't it? So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you do, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, also feel free to subscribe. Cheers.